everyone, my name is Laura from the blog artreallyhouse.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make diffuser beads for a diffuser bracelet out of air dry clay, and I'm also going to talk about which essential oils are best to put on a diffuser bracelet. So you can actually buy beads to make diffuser bracelets. I actually have a pack right here because when I make mine, I like to actually do a combination of some homemade beads and also some bought beads. These are just some lava beads. Lava, wood, leather, clay are all really good porous material that can absorb essential oils easily, and those are the types of beads that you want to use for your diffuser jewelry. So I've already shared a diffuser necklace on here before. Today we're gonna be making beads for a diffuser bracelet. Now I have a big tub here of air dry clay, and this will last forever because it's a ton in here and you don't need a lot to make a bracelet. When you make your diffuser bracelet or any diffuser jewelry, you can customize it and do it as DIY as you want to. So you can do a combination of clay beads, you can do some store-bought beads, you can do some separators, you can do really whatever you want. And then whenever you make your clay beads, you have the option of painting them if you want. You can leave them the white color. To get the benefits of the essential oils, you really just need some type of bead that absorbs essential oils and wear it on your wrist. But if you want to get fancy, make it a certain color, make this fun for a gift for someone, customize it to match a certain outfit, you can do all of that. So it's really fun to make your own jewelry because you can do it however you like. But I'm going to show you how easy it is to make your own clay beads using some air dry clay. So you're just going to start by taking a small piece of clay and making it into a little tiny ball or bead shape. And if you're using some other beads too, you can kind of judge that for your size, so you can make them to be similar in size. And then after you get your circles made up, we are gonna take either, you can do a bamboo skewer, which I actually did some of those on here earlier, but I find that that does make the hole a little too large on yours, so it kind of depends on what string you're gonna be using when you string it together. But if you're going to be using just some like elastic string like I have here that's really thin, I find it best just to use a toothpick. So I'm gonna stick the toothpick through my bead, and you can just keep stringing these on here. And basically that's going to be your hole to string it on later. And then you're just going to let it dry for about 12 to 24 hours. And then once it's completely dry, you can take your beads off and then they're ready to make your bracelet. It is important that you don't get them wet because it's air dry clay. So obviously if you get it wet, it's going to make it mushy again and you'll be able to kind of like reform them. So we want them to stay in that hard, dry state. But if you put light paint on there, it's totally fine. If you're washing your hands, just kind of like push it up on your arm. Now also, it is important to note that even lava beads or leather or wood or any really porous beads, you really don't want to submerge any of those in water. It is okay if those get a little bit wet, but it is best just to kind of keep your diffuser bracelet dry. So obviously after you get your string or your beads done, you're just going to string it on to a piece of either, I have here like some elastic string, you can use hemp, you can use any color you want, and then just string it on, make a pattern. You can use little separators if you want, really get fancy, do this however you want to do it. As far as essential oils go in making your diffuser bracelet, you'll want to make sure to stay away from hot oils like oregano, cassia, cinnamon, thyme, because we are going to be wearing it on our wrist. We don't want to get undiluted hot oils on our skin. Now if you want to use those oils for a certain blend, or maybe you're making a diffuser bracelet for a certain ailment, then you can add a couple drops of essential oil to some carrier oil and roll the bead in there to dilute it first, and then it would be safe to put onto your diffuser bracelet. Now some essential oils like lavender, rose, frankincense, those are considered neat oils, so those are okay to put on undiluted. Now I always suggest diluting essential oils before applying them onto the skin because they are so concentrated, especially if you're using it with a child or someone that has really sensitive skin. So you can use that diluting method for those oils as well. It really kind of depends on your skin type. And then also when you have your diffuser bracelet on, just be sure to put the oils on the side where the beads are not going directly on the skin. You'll still get those aromatic benefits, but not have the oils on your skin directly. Some of my favorite oils to use for diffuser bracelets are floral oils, lavender, geranium, patchouli, rose. I love the smell of floral. Also, you can use citrus oils. I like those. They're very uplifting. They give you a natural boost of energy. So your lemon, your lime, your wild orange, those are great oils to use on your diffuser bracelet. Another little warning I have for you is to not forget that your citrus oils are actually photosensitive. So if you're using a lime or lemon or something like that, be sure that you're not wearing your bracelet out in direct sunlight. I mean, if it's on the bracelet itself, that's okay. But if you get the oil on your skin and then it's in sunlight, it can cause you to burn quicker than if you didn't have the citrus oil on. So you want to think about that as well. Now over on the blog, and I will link that post down in the description box here, I shared some of my favorite blends where I talked about some oils for peace and calming and earthy blends, woodsy blends, citrus blends. And so if you want to have like a specific blend of oils, you can check that out there. Now, of course, you can just kind of come up with your own. And then as far as the oils go, I do about 2 to 3 drops on each bead. You do not have to put it on every single bead on the bracelet. In fact, your diffuser bracelet can be made out of some porous beads and some clay beads, and then also just some regular decorative beads. You don't have to have a bracelet that is completely porous where you put oils on the whole thing. I would recommend staying between about 10 to 15 drops total on the bracelet, and then as the smell runs out, and if you want to add more, you can just add more on there as needed. Now, as far as how long the aroma will last, really depends on the oil that you choose. Some essential oils linger longer and some go away a little bit faster. It also depends on the brand of oils that you're using, so you can kind of be the judge of that. If it smells weak and you want to add more, go ahead and add more. You can wear a diffuser bracelet for the aromatic benefits and also just as a natural perfume. It smells really nicely. You can keep these in mind when it gets closer to that holiday season because these would make really great gifts. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video learning how to make your own diffuser bracelet. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and be sure to check out all of my links down in my description box. I will show you where to get everything here. And also I have a lot of free resources down there with some free ebooks, an essential oil class, all kinds of things if you're new. So hopefully you stick around and I will see you all in the next one.